Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I wanted to talk about this topic about kind of assessing progress. So here's what I'm going to suggest. Zoom out to see your progress. All right? So we'll get to that in a minute. You can hear the birds are out. Spring has sprung. Love it. What a great time of year. Things are turning green a little bit. Things are starting to bud. Grass is starting to go from the winter yellow to starting to turn a little bit green. So I'm going to enjoy it. It's up in the 60s. It was sunny today. It's getting a little overcast. And that's the Pain Free You weather report. So, zoom out to see progress. All right? And what I mean by that is, for so many of us living with chronic symptoms, chronic pain, we're very granular. Like, what's it like today? What's it like today? What's it like today? And we're very focused on that. And unfortunately, a lot of times we kind of predict that, well, if what I have today has been around a while, then that's what it's going to be like for the foreseeable future. And, we think, well, I should be over there. I should be there. And we don't like where we are, and we think we should be there. And, if you say, well, have you made any progress? The immediate gut reaction is, no, I'm still hurt. I should be there. Right? But if you zoom out and you start to look at where you were at the beginning of this journey, at the beginning of learning about mind-body reasons for symptoms or pain, the very first time you heard about Dr. Sarno or stumbled upon my videos or one of the other TMS mind-body professionals, think about zooming out and looking all the way at the beginning of that timeline when you first heard about mind-body. And then compare that to where you are today. Invariably, when you zoom out like that, 50,000 foot view, you're going to notice a lot more progress than you might be giving yourself credit for. And so when we zoom out, we don't miss the progress. We say, well, and I've had people tell me this in the group coaching. They're like, well, Dan, there was a time when I couldn't get out of bed and I just took a 2-mile walk, right? Huge progress. Now, that same person may say, I did the 2-mile walk, but I hurt. I felt it. The symptoms were there, and it really flared up afterwards. I don't like this. What's wrong? What am I doing wrong? How can I fix this? Because they think they should be there where they can do a 2-mile walk completely symptom-free. So, but zooming out, they can go, wow, where was I a year ago? Where was I 6 months ago, or even 3 months, 2 months ago? Huge progress. And people are getting their lives back. And they may be doing it initially with symptoms, but regaining your activity, resuming life with symptoms is how you take your life back and get back into it. Because we can't expect to sit still, not doing anything, get pain-free, and all of a sudden now we can start resuming life. Because if you try that, when you start resuming life, the brain's going to go, whoa, I thought we were safe at home. What are you doing all this stuff out here for? And so it's really important to start to engage in life and do things even if symptoms are present. Now look, I'm not saying go torture yourself. If the symptoms are really high, there's no harm, no foul, no shame in making yourself comfortable. Relax, go lay down, but don't stay down. Keep focusing on this mind-body work, the mindset, the belief, the accurate knowledge that I'm actually okay. How do you know that? You've done the upfront knowledge acquisition. You've learned what creates symptoms. And now that you know that, you've done the assessment and you recognize that this is what's going on with you, then it becomes easier to teach the brain that I'm okay. So look, even knowledge acquisition. Hey, maybe 2 weeks ago you didn't know a darn thing about this mind-body concept. Now you do. And now you're starting to go, well, maybe that's me. Progress. That is progress. You still have symptoms. You're no better yet. You're still unsure if it's what's going on with you, but you have knowledge now that says, well, maybe something else is going on. That's progress. Because before that, many of us were stuck in the medical, merry-go-round. And we weren't getting anywhere. And we were just being told all sorts of things like, get used to it. So, just the knowledge acquisition alone is proof of progress, folks. Absolutely proof of progress. So zoom out. Zoom out as far as you need to see where you were and where you are, and you'll notice the progress. It may be little, it may be minute, but if all you're doing is staring at where you think you should be and comparing that to where you are today, which might not be ideal yet, you're going to be really upset and you're going to miss the progress. There's a book, I'll mention it. It's called The Gap and the Gain by Robson, R-O-B-S-O-N. It's an interesting book, but he speaks about this. He says, focus on the progress, not on the gap. Right? Focus on the gain, the progress you've made, not the gap between where you are and where you want to be. So, if you want to notice your progress, don't look at today and yesterday, because sometimes you feel worse than you did yesterday. I'm not making any progress. Zoom out. And what you'll likely do is notice significant progress. If not symptom-wise, at least in the knowledge, clarity, and mindset and belief that I'm moving in the right direction. Symptoms are the last to change. We got to get the belief, the accurate knowledge, got to get the mindset, and the symptoms are the trailing indicator of the mindset and the lowering of the fear. So, zoom out. Are you making progress? And please comment below, leave me a message, and let me know, when you zoom out, is it easier to see this progress? What clarity do you have? And if you're not seeing progress, where's your clarity? Like, where is your doubt? Are you still convincing yourself that you've got a physical body problem? And look, some people do. But very, very few people with chronic symptoms have a physical body reason for it. So if you are struggling and you're leaving pretty full of despair comments on YouTube, Facebook, and you're doing that consistently, just look in the mirror. Are you creating safety consistently, or are you confirming I'm in trouble? And if you feel like you're in trouble, you may be missing some clarity as to what's going on. So go back, do the assessments. Chapter 6 in my book, there's an assessment there. If you have the book on Audible, go to www.painfreeyou.com/book resources. Download the assessment if you've got the audiobook. Or you can go to isthispdp.com and go through the 19 bulleted items there. One true answer means your brain is creating it. Try to gain some clarity. And if you're really not sure, consider jumping into the group coaching where we can have a personal conversation. Yes, it's in a group format, but you can gain the clarity you need to begin moving forward. And honestly, what's more important than that? It's foundational. What causes symptoms? Does it apply to me? If you haven't figured that out yet, it's time to do that. painfreeyougroup.com. And I will suggest that anybody here on YouTube who's not a subscriber yet, if you like this content, hit the big red subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, be sure to give it a like. Share this content with people who you think might be able to benefit by it. If you're not sure what to share dansfaststart.com, and that series of videos walks people through what's going on and what to do about it. So, zoom out to see your progress. And what you'll find is that you will see it. And inevitably, by focusing on the gain and the progress you've made, you'll feel better about where you are today. And you won't take these little ups and downs of the journey. If you're worse today than you were yesterday, you're not going to panic as much because, wow, yeah, maybe I dipped today, but man, did I do way better over the past 6 months. So don't let the short-term daily progress cause a lot of distress. Because oftentimes when you zoom out, you go, wow, I've been really doing better in the long term. So, love you folks. I'm going to wrap it up here. And as always, we'll catch you tomorrow. Take care.